options last week, last day, yesterday, and last month as well, last year as well, last year calendar as well, right? So and so. But not only the last, this year, what is the trend of the recruitment? Not only this year, maybe the next year. You can make a forecasting as well based on the previous year. Agree? Now, in this case, see, so anything to repeat in this? How I have used the slicer for the two functionality, right? First thing, I have created a range. The second thing I have used as a given set of data, given time frame, right? Given time frame, like the last 15 years, last 15 months, last 15 weeks, or maybe so and so,
So which
right?
option you clicked for that last 10
Okay,
years or 15
right,
years?
right. So let me remove that one. What I have done, I just click on this black canvas somewhere and click on this slicer and drag your hire date directly here. And after that, just directly go to this slicer settings, right? Slicer settings and then options, right? In case of these options, just click on this relative date. So what is the relative date says? Which point or from a particular point to previous or maybe the next or this year, this point, right? So if I click on this relative date, it is showing us the options, let's say last or next or this also, this year, running year, or this month, this week, and whatever we can understand or whatever the business query is coming to us. Based on that, we can select that one, right? And apart from that, we can use this slicers value to make some changes, to make it as a larger font, right? And then like bold, maybe a font color as well, we can change like this. So it's up to us how we are presenting this date like this. So I've created another slicer here. Simple, easy. Make use of the slicer in two conditions. First one is as a range. The third one here is as what I can say. Third one here is as, sorry, second one here is as last one or this one or the next one. Let me create another slicer for the same. Let's say, let's say if I create another slicer on the same page, let's say slicer. Now can I drag years? Again, I'm creating years again, but this time I'm not looking for this. I'm going to create slicer as a buttons, right? Slicer as a button. How to do this one? So let's say going back to this slicer formatting again, slicer settings, not between, this time tile. If I click on this second option as a tile, let's say, now what it is showing? It is showing me as a button here. Let's say, creating a button like we have done timeline in simple HR dashboard in Excel. See, 2006 to 2017. Let me go into focus mode. See, all the year as a button. What it will showing? It will showing. Let's say if I select year 2010 and year 2013. See, this is the trend. Or let's say year 2016 as well. See, this is the trend. So as a button. Now slice the third option of the slicer here is as a button. Agree? So anything to repeat in this? Simple. So slicer, we can make use of the like what you can say as a drop down as well. We can make use of as a button as well, right? And range and last month, 6 months, or next month, next year, next 6 years, whatever we can consider, right? Simple. Now, let me remove that one. Simple. Now come to the second one. Like as mentioned, term regions. Like I was mentioning, this is important for us to analyze why the people are leaving our organization. And we need, as a HR head, we need to analyze why the people are resigning or leaving our organization. Can we analyze based on their given regions? Right? Maybe a false, maybe a fake, or maybe a random regions. But at least we can have something, some analysis with that. So what I'm going to use root cause analysis for that, right? What is the meaning of this root cause analysis? Can be identified some common factors why the people are leaving. Maybe a company culture, maybe a pricing, pay pricing, maybe working hours, maybe the any other reasons like the manager cause. Sometimes a manager Sometimes due to a manager, most of the people are leaving from a particular team. है ना? I'm not saying all the managers. I'm just maybe a critical thought, or maybe due to some manager behavior, or maybe something, or some hard work given by some special person that is not achievable by the team members. So people are leaving, start leaving from that. So n number of reasons. So not to quote anyone. So what we can do, there is another option here, decomposition tree, right? Root cause analysis. What the decomposition tree will have, it will help us to analyze why the people are leaving, or any other. We are looking for a common cause, right? So let's say if I click on this decomposition tree somewhere on my page 2, first thing what I'm going to use, I'm going to analyze employee ID. Analyze all the, see, if I click on this focus mode, see there are 3,310 employees as a count. Agree. It is showing me the count because I have used the count, analyze. Analyze all the employees, 3,310. But which employees? Sometimes they have been recruited in our organization. That means it is inclusive of all. It is inclusive of all the employees who have left. So, because we are going to analyze the reasons why the people have left, but we are not sure how many of them have left. That we will see it after this, right? How many people have already left my organization, that we will see after this. But let me analyze why the people are leaving my organization first, right? Then analyze count of employee ID based on explain why. Explain why. First one, I'm giving department wise. In a particular department, how many people have left? See, there is a plus button is there. Anna, there is a plus button is coming. That means, see, another one, whenever I am opening this plus, whenever I'm clicking this plus button here, it is showing me the 3 options now: high value, low value, and department. If I click on this high value and low value, it will sort based on the department in which people are living more and more. If I click on the low value, it will sort all the departments where the people are living in a less number. And if the third option, if I click, it will maybe a, alphabetical order, or maybe any other order in which the data is presented, right? But let's say these two, a high value and low value, they are calling this as AI split, artificial intelligence split for decomposition tree. That means whenever we are going for this root cause analysis, my AI split, artificial intelligence split, will make a such type of arrangement so that we can see which department the most of the people are living, which department most of the people are least living, or any other order, right? So let's say if I click on this department as normal, see how many people are there. How many people are there? Let's say first thing we need to analyze how many people are there, right? See, in production, out of the 3,310, 2,231 people have been recruited in production department. Agree? Then the second highest department is 525, IT on the highest department, then sales, and so on and so. If I scroll down like this, right? Simple. Now, so, so, so in each department, which position people are not liking, that I'm going to analyze, right? As of now, can I add something? Let's say in each department, the second one here is position. Which position people are not liking? See, each department has a plus button now. We are going for a root cause analysis, right? How many people have been recruited? Under each department, how many? Then under which position? See, position. If I click on this position, like this, see, in production department, 1,482 people were recruited at the position of production technician 1, 554 on the production technician 2, and so and so. See, now can I analyze why the people have been left? The third field, I am going to use term regions. why the people have left, right? Why the people have left. Let's say I'm dragging the term regions here in the same way, in the same column where I have used explain why. Explain why, term region as a third point. See, now every point has a plus button. If I click on this, see term regions. Out of, let's say, I'm removing that one. Sorry. So out of 154 production manager in a production team or production department, sorry, production department, 103 are still working, 9 has left for another position, 9 have retired, 8 were unhappy, 7 left the organization due to the attendance, punch out or maybe something, and 5 have left the organization due to the working hours, 4 have left due to the relocation of the area, 3 have looked for career change, 2 medical issues, and 2 for more money, and so on. So, right? One has returned to the school or maybe graduation or post graduation to complete. One has been terminated due to the reason of the performance, and so on. So, right? Root cause analysis. Can we have a see? In case of this plus button, another one. See, if I tick on this, see, very interesting thing. In case of this production department, position data analyst, no one has left the organization. That means it seems promising position to the employee. We will see the rating, another one, the employee satisfaction rate, and another one later. But it is showing as a root cause analysis, the data analyst has no data analyst has left the organization as of now in production. So can I check with the IT and IES system? See, in case of this IT and IS system, in case of this data analyst, let me check that one. Data analyst, right? Let me click that one. So out of 72, 61 are still employed. The iteration rate is very low in case of data analyst, right? Agree. In other department also, we are able to see that one. But let's say if we see the BI developer, in case of this BI developer, out of 44, 30 are still working, few have left. But let's say, in case of the software engineering, let me analyze that one. Software engineering. In case of the software engineers, click on that. And now, if I click on this software engineers, out of 90 software engineers, 54 are still working. That means nearly 60% are still working. 30% have left the organization due to various reasons, right? So such type of analysis, we can consider this as a decomposition tree, or I can say root cause analysis by using the AI split in Power BI. Artificial intelligence is split to make the arrangement based on your business queries, right? Simple. Need a repeat in the decomposition tree, right? So whatever the factors or whatever the fields you want to analyze, you need to just drag there. So first thing, what it should analyze? It should analyze the count of employee ID, like how many have been recruited in a particular department at particular position, and how many of them have left and how many are still working, right? Simple one, decomposition tree. Agree? Any doubt or anything to repeat in this? Simple one, 3 layers I have used: count, analysis, and position. Sorry, count as analyze and explain by department, position, and term regions. So in other way, we are calling this as a root cause analysis.
Can we use any other visualization also for this same?
Yes, we can use that yes or no, or maybe other one. And in that case, we can use the filter also. In that case, we can use a filter by saying, show me the employees except who are still working. So that will be showing the maybe a pie chart or maybe a line chart, right? Not a line chart is not a good option, but a column chart may be the options to give you a summary how many of people have left the organization due to the another position. So it will be a column chart or bar chart, but you need to make use of the filter to remove those persons who are still working with the organization, right?
So in this case, this is the kind of best to look for.
No, it's just a root cause analysis, like how many people are leaving the organization. But
Yes,
if you want
I'm saying the root cause analysis can be the best option too.
best option, but if you are looking for an aggregate level, right? Aggregate level means, let's say if I delete that one, Let's say if I delete department first, I am deleting the position as well. So now it is showing the aggregate summary, like I was mentioning, that one, that a bar chart or column chart to show how many people have been left or have left due to which region. So it is showing the complete analysis without any department, without any position. So out of 300, 310, oh, sorry, 3,310, 2,212 are still working. 181 has left for another position. 161 were unhappy. So it can be generated with the help of the column chart also, right, as aggregate level. But it is not showing the department wise or maybe position wise. When I'm going to use the KPIs, KPI means which positions are influencer for the employees to work on, or which are the least influencing. The next session of this one, or a next part of this one, that which positions are promising to the employees where the people are liking to work on, and which are the positions like are, I can say the hard positions where people does not want to work on, at which positions, though you pay anything for that, but people are not liking, not even happy with that, right? So first thing, just to add in this, term regions we have used, I can use this department, right? So multiple analysis, right? So based on to improve the work culture, to improve the like the company HR policies or maybe something. So since I have used here, right? And then term regions I have used in the same way. So plus button and then positions, department first, right? And then again positions, right? And finally the term regions in the same way, right? Now my second question here is, if I change my business query here, which are the positions out of the n number of positions in your organizations which are key influencers, right? My third question here is key influencer positions. How to identify that, right? So how to identify that key influencer positions? By using the KPIs, or not the KPIs. KPIs are setting the targets. By next year, my company organization or my organization will be recruiting so many people so that my complete strength should be 50,000. So and so statement that can be resolved with the KPIs. But before that, let me cover the key influential positions. Going back to this report, right, and enlarging this, right, and then let me create another page here, page 3. Which positions are influencing? So let's say there is another options here near to PY, key influencers, right? If I click on this key influencers, let me click that one. So what it should analyze? It should analyze the employee satisfaction. Like I was wonder that in a data analyst of the sales department of the production team, no one has left. That means they are happy with the organization, right? Or they are satisfied with their rating and maybe the work culture. So what we are going to analyze in this key influencer are the positions. So which are the positions which are highly likable by the employees and which are least likable by the employees. Agree? So what I have used? I have used this key influencer near to PY button, and I'm going to use this EMP satisfaction now. EMP analyze in this, if you are able to see, the first option is the same way. The same way, the first option is analyze. What I'm going to analyze is EMP satisfaction. On which basis? Department wise. Let's say department wise. Explain why department wise. See, now it is running. It is running. If you see in focus mode, it is running. Running the KPI, so running the influencing attitude of the given data set. What influences EMP satisfaction? Sales department. We are using the explain why department. That means sales department, I will prove it later on, that sales department is the highly likable department by the employees, right? When we are going to analyze further or maybe in another charts or visualization, I will prove it why the department sales is highly likable. But this is also showing at the rate of 0.38% higher than the other departments. Agree? My first key influences here is the sales department is promising for the employees where the employees are more satisfied by 0.38 than all other employees working in all other departments. departments, right? Now, how to write this? How to write the wordings, right? Because whenever we are going to create a chart, we need some writing as well to make some text, to make some explanation, right? If you click right click on this, there is option summarize. So what I have done after creating the influencer, right click on this, there is option summarize. If I click on this, my AI narratives will start what it is writing. EMP satisfaction is more likely to increase when the department is sales than any other otherwise on average, right? There is another option in this if you are able to see capilote. Let me analyze this if possible. What it has written, EMP satisfaction is more likely to increase when department is sales than otherwise. That is my key influencer first, right? That is the wording that we can use to develop the reports, BI reports. No need to type also, no need to explain also. My system, my AI will generate the text also, like ChatGPT, but not a ChatGPT. Here they are using the Capilote, right? The similar way, they are using the Capilote here. Now, if I click on this, see, and if I click custom, see, in case of this Capilote, I need to get a sign in, right? So I'm not using Capilote, I'm using the custom value here. So department contributed the most to the increase the employee satisfaction when the department was sales and EMP satisfaction increased by 0.38. They have written the word for us as a summary. Agree? So no need to worry how to write the analysis. So like a chat GPT, here Power BI is using the Capilote. But to make use of the complete AI version of this Capilote, we need a subscription payment basis. That we are not using. What I have used the custom that one, right? And based on the custom they have given, or my system has generated the text for my analysis that I can directly use, copy paste in my report, or when I'm going to publish my report here, right? So going back to here, let's say in visualization.
So can you
Okay.
please repeat this clean
Yeah, yes,
key
yes, yes,
influencers?
yes, yes. So okay, so value, right? So what I have done, my question was here, like what are the which department is influencing to the employees, employee satisfaction, right? So let me create another page here. What I have used this key influencer here. Just click on that. And the same way, it is asking us to two parameter, two pass, like analyze and explain by, right? So what to analyze in this? Let's say my first one here is employee satisfaction to analyze. I'm dragging analyze here, right? And now it is asking on explain why. So my explanation should be based on the department first, then position, right? We will explain one by one. Let's say department first. It is analyzing now. See, based on the analysis, what it is showing, it is generating the chart as well, right? It's showing that when the department is sale, EMP satisfaction is more, like 3.8 more than any other department, right? If you click on the professional, agree? But now, how to write this one? That is the challenging, right? How to explain in terms of the wording or in terms when we are going to publish our report. So what I have done, I've used the smart narrative like this, right click and click on this summarize. If you click on this summarize, it will be asking us two options, either custom or either Capilote. So Capilote is a paid version or commercial version that we need to get a license by paying some subscription fee or maybe something. But in this way, I'm going to use a free version that custom. So what AI or what the Capilote is generating, department contribute the most. If you read the written statement by the AI system, department contributed the most to increase the EMP satisfaction when the department was sales. EMP satisfaction increased by 0.38. That I can directly copy paste in my published report after the chart, right? Now, the second question here is, can I get the value? Let's say if I create another page, can I get the department which is least likable by the employee? Where the employee satisfaction is not good as a key influencer. Let's say if I click again on the key influencer, EMP satisfaction again the same way as in a quick way. Then again a department. But this time I'm not looking for the increase. I'm looking for the decrease. Which department are the least capable? See, there is another options decrease. If I click on this decrease, it is running analysis. See, what is that? Executive office. I will prove it. I will prove it later when I'm going for further analysis. That department executive office, though it seems the highly and so, whatever you can consider the top management, another one, but the people working in this department is not happy. And another thing, based on the given case, I will prove it. If you see my page 3, term regions, sorry, page 2, term regions, executive department, right? Executive department, let's say, or executive office. If I analyze starting this, there are 24 employees, right? In case of this root cause analysis, there are 24 employees, and out of 24, 22 are network engineer, 2 are president and CEO. But I have used the term regions. If I click on this term regions, still employed. No one has left the organization. All the 24 people are working in this organization. No one has left the organization. But if you see the another scenario, executive office, they are not even happy with the organization. See, executive office, they are not happy. Their employee satisfaction rate is lowest in the organization. But another aspect here is no one has left the organization. Answer. We'll see further analysis why there is a contradictory statement, right? Out of the 24 people recruited in the executive office, no one has left the organization, but their employee satisfaction rate is also the lowest side. They are not happy, but still they are working. We'll see some more analysis in this. Very, very interesting facts, right? So anything repeat or anything repeat in this as of now, right? Increase or decrease. So why only the department? Let me check the positions as well, right? So let's say if I click on this, not by the department, let's say by the positions, right? Which are the positions which are not likable by the employees? See, it is running. Employee satisfaction based on the positions, right? See, what are the positions? Position is network engineer and position is senior accountant and president and CEO. If you remember my analysis in page 2, the 24 people, those working in executive office, the positions are, if you see, the positions are network engineer 22 and 2 are president and CEO. Their employee satisfaction is the least one. And that's why the position, president and CEO and network and engineer. And the third one is senior accountant from other department. These are the least preferable positions where the employee satisfaction is lowest, right? That means the position network engineer is, let's say, burden or maybe a boring work or maybe thing, whatever we can consider. We will explore later, but something is there, but no one has left the organization. Contradictory. Agree? So same way we can analyze the key influencers. Sometimes we can analyze in this way, like a salary. They have mentioned, no, they have mentioned only pay rate per hour, right? They have not mentioned the complete salary. Maybe in the future data set, I will include that one. We will see whether the salary is influencing in hiring or not. Obviously, yes. By divided human intelligence, yes. But how much? We need to analyze that one. Whether the pay package range, I'm using the range now, whether the range of the pay package is a key influencing in terms of the employee retention, right? That we are going to analyze. But this way, we can use this key influencer, another one, right? The same thing. Now coming back to this, another aspect in this, right? Can
Sir,
I?
sorry to interrupt,
Yes, please.
but when I'm hitting the
Hmm.
key influence,
Right.
I'm not getting the chart bar.
Okay,
in
so
my
you
system.
are so chart is not coming, but you
I'm
are
just
able
getting
to
this
get values.
left side thing. No,
Okay.
Yes, yes, yes. Yes.
Okay. So maybe it is getting loaded, or you
Previously,
can just
it was coming, but now when I summarize it, it's
Mhm.
gone.
Okay. No, in case of summarize, yes, it will be going to the
Previously,
capital,
it was
right?
coming, but when I summarize it now,
Huh.
after that, it was.
No. So yes, I
Okay.
agree. When you are going to summarize, see, it is coming like this after the window. So in that case, if you are using the like a full view or a focus mode, then go back to the report by using that arrow button back to report, right? As it will be showing only the summarize portion in that case. In my case, you see, the summary is written here after the chart. So we can directly publish this as a report, this as a dashboard or something later, right? Just try that one, and else you can use what is summarize and just customize and final just adjust the screen in that case. And if you are using the focus mode, just back to the report. Else it will not be visible. Chart along with the
Okay,
description.
okay. Got it, got it.
Right. Now another thing here is, can I use question answer here? So first thing, what it is using? My key influencer is using AI or machine learning to analyze and find the patterns or influencing things. Key influencers in this. So what the Power BI is using? They are using the machine learning algorithm and AI to identify such patterns and insights that are the key influencing for the given asset. Right? Now, another thing here is, can I write? Let me open another page here. Let's say I'm opening another page here. Can I use a statement? Can I use a statement? Let's say question answer. There is another one, Q&A, right? Important thing here is Q&A. Can I use a question, let's say, like we are using in our mobile apps, right? Play the Hindi songs, play the recent news, play or maybe something. The same way, Power BI is using your NLP, right? Natural language processing, but in chat options or typing options. No voice commands, right? When we are using Alexa and Google or other softwares or NLP based applications, they usually they usually work with our voice also. But in case of this Power BI, it is not going to work with the voice. It will be working based on the typing, right? So what I should type? Let's say, what is pay rate, right? Till now we have not discussed pay rate per hour, right? By position. How much or what is the range we are giving to software engineer, to BI developer, to let's say network engineer, or maybe the CEO or another one, right? So that we are going to analyze by typing a question. I'm not sure that what the table or what the field I need to drag, but I'm sure that about the business query, right? So what is my business query here is, what is the pay rate per hour by position? Show me as table, right? As a summary. We need to keep the visualization also. Maybe a line chart, maybe a pie chart, maybe a donut chart, whatever we can consider this as. So let's say if I hit enter.
So can you repeat this?
Yes, I will repeat. But let me explain the outcome. What my question answer will be generating. It is generating the complete pay range for a particular position. So maybe a software engineer is starting range from X to X point X, right? All the software engineers, based on their increments, based on their experience, we are giving the higher values. But what is the range we can understand? So what I have done, let me remove that question, right? And let me remove this one also. What I have done, I have used this question and answer near to decomposition tree, right? It is using the NLP technique to ask you to type a question so that my software can generate the query and give the outcome, right? So in that case, when I'm not sure which field I need to drag it, but I'm sure that which is my or what is my question to be resolved as a business query. So my question here is, what is payroll, pay rate, let's say, what is the pay rate, right, per hour, right, by position or by department, right? Simple. anything I can write as per my business query. Show me as table, right? Show me as table. If I click head, I click enter here, let's say. So it is showing me the complete table of all the employees, positions as well as their weight. So what we can say, my organization or in the given organization, accountant pay range is varying from 21.50 to 29.00 max, right? So what I can understand, if a beginner accountant or maybe some conditions, let's say 2 years of X or maybe the graduation, post-graduation or accounting degree or doing something, we can start a pay package from 21.50 to a higher one. So let's say we are going for the next recruitment or maybe the recruiting as a new accountant, we can quote a 29 as a max or maybe higher than that one based on the experience, based on the other factors, right? Previous projects or previous acts or previous degrees, academic credential, another one. But we are able to know what is the accountant range that is varying in my organization in terms of the pay rate per hour, right? The same way, administrative assistant, 16.56 as a minimum, and we are giving 55 as a maximum for this one. Another way of summary, right? As a table. When we are going to use a table, right? If I click hit on this, let's say, standard visual. Now, once we are getting the results, we need to put it in our blank canvas, right? So if I click on the second button near to arrow, see, it will be making a visualization for me like this. Now, my question answer has gone. Now it is a representation of my query in terms of a table. So when we are going to use the table, when we have a precise data set or precise values to represent in terms of the word management, not in terms of a report. Agree? Why I have not used any chart? I have used a table here intentionally. Agree? So table is also another way to represent the value, let's say department wise, position wise, and so on. So agree? This is called your question answer by using NLP technique in Power BI. Simple. Anything to repeat? Easy. I hope that easy than Excel. Where we need to do more things in manual. Create a pivot table, then drag it, drop it, and something. Easier than Excel, I hope that. Table format we have seen. Can I run another query? Let's say, I'm not sure that what I should write. Let's say I'm just on the blank canvas, I have just double click, and my question answer is coming like this. Now, can I make use of the gender count? Out of the 3,310 employees, what is the gender count? Right? Can I use the gender count here? Let's say another query. First one I have used as table. Let's say count EMP ID, right? By gender, right? In pie chart or either any, let's say donut. If I click enter, my donut chart is ready on the screen. Agree? Running the business query as a question answer. So first query I have run as a table. The second query I have run as a, what you can say, as a visualization, as a chart part, right? Simple. If I click on this standard visualization, my job is done. See, and now a little bit rearrangement. See? Out of 3,000, what you can say, out of 3,310 employees, 56.13 are males and 43.87 are females. But those, which employees? Those have been recruited. It is not showing the picture, those who are still working. Agree with my point? The complete scenario, let's say, if I click on this, not this one, female part, right? Let's say female part, I'm clicking on this format and then let's say legend and color. Not here. So maybe in then slices. slices colors, I'm going to change the pink color so that it should be visible from far. Now, perfect. See, blue color like 43.87 are and 56.13 are females. Agree. Now, my question here is simple. How many are still working? This is showing me the picture when we are counting all the 3,310. Agree? But we are not sure that how many people are still working as gender wise, right? So can I make use another one? So let's say before that, if I use a card, right? The symbol, if I click on this card here, can I make use of count? Can I make use of the count of card? Let's say employee ID count. Count. What it is showing me? It is showing me 3,310 count of employee ID. Can I make quickly some changes? Let's say data level off, then title on. What I can write as a title of recruited employee, right? What I have written as recruited employee, that will be bold, right? My first analysis in this, let's say color as well, I can change, right? Text color, let's say, right? Recruited employee, and the same way I can use the visuals or color to values. And in that case also, I'm making use of this color, right? What it is showing me recruited employee. Can I make a copy paste of this? Right? Can I make use of the copy paste of this? Let's say copy visuals, right? Instead of creating a new one, I'm just making use of copy paste. Can I make use of this paste control P? See? Now near to this, where I've written recruited employees, I need the employee details who are still working, right? So selecting the second one, change the title here as employees working, right? Simple. Now, what I need to do? I need to use the filter condition. What I need to do? I need to use the filter condition. What is that? Those who are still working. So if I click on this filter button here, term regions, I need to click or I need to drag filters on this. Sorry, not here. Somewhere I need to click on this, right? Add data filter, right? So what I need to do? Add term regions. Click here. Now it is opening the basic filtering. If you remember when I was saying the top 5 manufacturer, I have used the third options, top N. Now I'm going to use the basic filtering. What I should use? Just tick on this, still employed. See, the count is on my screen. Out of the 3,310 employees, only 2,212 employees are working. Agree? If I tick on this, add, right? That's it. My job is done. See? Now, my second question here is, out of this count, employee ID by gender, can I use filter button as well, right? Can I use the filter button in this? Let's say clicking on this pie chart, donut chart again, what I should use? Term regions as a filter. I need to check the gender only for those employees who are still working. See? Male and female. Now it has changed. Earlier it was 43 for males. Now it has become 45.66 for males, right? The scenario of the given picture here is only for those who are still working. Agree? So any doubt or anything to repeat in this before I use any other one in this, right? We are using, we are making use of the business query to represent our values or present the data in terms of the visualization, in terms of the tables, or in terms of the business query, right? What I have used, I've used NLP to write the question answers. I have used a decomposition tree for root cause analysis. I have used KPIs, sorry, key influencers, right? To analyze what are the positions, what are the salary rate or whatever the department is likable by the employees or employee satisfactions, right? Another one here is, so anything to repeat in this before I make another use of that one?
So just
Yeah,
repeat
one
employees working.
Employees working, okay. So what I have used, let me delete that one, right? So what I have done, either we can go for the scratch to create a new card or a new one. So what I have done, the same features I'm going to use, I've used this copy, right? Copy visuals, right click on the particular card and copy visuals. And then what I have used, paste. So a direct paste is not going to work. I have used this control V, right? When I have used this control V, the same card has been copied and pasted, but my second card should represent the employees who are still working. And I'm not bothered about those who have been recruited. The second card should reflect how they are still working. So there is a term region and not applicable is still working. So what we need to do, we need to use a filter condition in visualization, a particular visualization term region, add data fields here in a particular visualization, and select basic filtering by default, select the particular reasons. So what is the reason here? Is still employed. Just click on that one. So it will be filtering out all the other employees or all the 10,000, 1,100 employees who have left the organization, right? For any regions, we are not bothered about at this moment for which reason they have left. We will analyze it later. But as of now, out of 3,310, 212 people are still working with this organization. And same filter I have applied in gender analysis also. See, is still employed, right? You need to check why we should bother about the gender ratio or why we should, as a HR, why we should focus on the employees, those who have already left. If we are looking for the gender diversity or gender equivalence, another one, we need to analyze the current working employee or workforce, then those who have already left. That's why I have used this I have used this filter condition, those who are still working with the organization in gender also. So in that case, nearly 45% and 55%, nearly the ratio is like that one. So it's good ratio, right? So as of now, I have used a filter condition in a particular visualization. But whenever we are working in such a scenario that is related with the current employees, right? Those who have already left, no need to worry, right? Oh, what were their increased satisfaction? What were their other one? Right? Why we should bother about those? They have already left. If we compare employee satisfaction earlier and as of now, we need to make a policy, HR policies for that. So that is going to come. And another one here is like multi-card analysis. Another one here is, I can say, this tree map recruitment resources, right? Recruitment resources from where or which resource or which portal we are recruiting more and more people for the last history, right? Maybe Naukri.com, maybe Monster, maybe Master.com, right? Whatever you can, or employee referrals, word mouth, or maybe open calls, open participations, right? So that things are still we need to come. And another one here is, if you click this quick measure, like over the ribbon, if you click this quick measure, a
I
lot
have a
of
question.
yes, please, yes.
So when you can please come back?
Oh, yeah. Let's say quick measures go, right?
Yes.
Yes,
When you do this count of employee ID by gender, you
right.
simply put a Q&A and
Yes, yes,
you have
yes,
used gender. After that,
right.
how you have put that donut chart?
No, I have written in a question, donut, or you can directly hit from here, donut chart,
Can you please
right?
repeat that?
Oh,
I
yes,
missed
yes,
that
yes, yes.
actually.
Yeah, right, right. So let's say just a double click on a blank canvas, right? And what was my question?
Count count of employee
है
by
ना?
gender.
Count of employee ID by gender, right? In donut, DONUT, as per Power BI definition, right? I think I have missed in IN, right? in Chrome. Just click enter. Why it is not showing? Let me check. Yeah, it is generated. But once you are like agree with this, you need to click on this button, the second one, near to arrow button. Click on this standard visual. So question will go on and it will be pasted in your visuals or in your canvas, right? And after that, just change a color on that one, like a pink or like as per the Gestalt consideration.
Got it. Got it. Yeah. Thank
Right?
you.
And after that, just use the filter button as well in this. Those who are still working, right?
Okay.
Yeah. So in this way, another one here is that I'm looking for very interested, or I'm looking for this quick measures, right? In case of this quick measures, whatever we have done as per our formulas, count A, count B, average if, sum if, right? That I mentioned in Excel part, that is very important for HR consultancy work. So again, the same formulas are pre-written in Power BI. That's why I always mention that Power BI is more easier than the Excel, right? All the formulas are there. We will see one by one and how we can make use of these measures as well as the dimensions. Measures and dimensions will also be coming back in Tableau when we are going to drag more simple way. But here we are going to make use of this quick measure, how we are going to calculate and how we are going to make use of, like, if you remember, e-date and year of recruitment and so on. So such type of calculations we are going to do. And not only that one, apart from that, there are another options like how to publish it, right? Not only that, how to make your dashboard or BI report in mobile or tablet friendly, right? Let's say on my screen, this is a like 15-inch screen, but maybe a mobile screen is a 7-inch screen. How you are going to adjust a mobile view, right, from the desktop view, from mobile view, and so on, so and the reverse. And apart from that, what we are going to cover recruitment analysis in this, recruitment sources as well, and what you can say, a trend analysis, and some other options like how to make optimization of the queries, views, right? All the options we will cover one by one, right? So interesting thing. And apart from that, aggregation of all the reports. What the meaning of the aggregation of all the reports is making a dashboard, publishable dashboard, I can say, right? So whatever we are creating as a page, these are the reports, BI reports, right? BI reports like this, right? Multiple reports we have created. When we are going to create a simple or like fancy dashboard to resolve most of the business queries, then we are going to create a dashboard from multiple reports. So please practice it. Whatever we are discussing in our future sessions, I will directly direct the created report to create a dashboard. At that time, I will not create a report. I will directly direct the visualization created here in the report. The same thing I will do in the Tableau also. I will create a report first and I will drag the reports to dashboard directly. Apart from that, how we are going to make a storytelling in this, right? So a lot of things to come. So as of now, any thing to repeat or any thing that is complicated from your side or anything that you are not like you are feeling the difficulties in that, right? So floor is open for any suggestions or for any questions or for any thing. But my humble submission or humble request is to make a practice, because my module one is completely practice based, right? So no theory except the practice, right? So I will give n number of the data set, but practice is only the way to learn this Power BI, Tableau, Excel, right? So floor is open. Anything before we close for the day, right? So please practice it, and next week you will have a quiz, maybe over 20 minutes or 30 minutes, with 20 or 25 questions, multiple choice questions, right? Simple one. It will be based on your common practices, so that you can understand for which options what should be the best correction or correct explanation or something, right? So as of now, what we have covered in phase one of slicers, three formats: as a button, as a range, or as a like a last month or next month, right? Line charts with a tooltip. Another thing here is we can convert till now in this data set, we don't have any ratings, right? When I was mentioning the rating analytics in the last session, can we convert our rating into star rating? We usually see as Amazon.com or Myntra or maybe HR or employee ratings, 3-star employee, 4-star employee, 5-star employee. And that we can directly analyze in Power BI. And not only that one, based on their overall score, then let's say feedback, project team manager, or maybe anyone, any n number of the ratings we can combine to convert an employee into a star rated employee. We usually call this as like 4-star employee of the organization, 5-star employee of the organization, on which basis. So multiple ratings we can analyze and we can convert due to some by using some formula into the rating and directly representing the name of the employees and the stars, number of the stars, maybe 3.5, maybe 4.5, maybe 5, and so on. So like I mentioned another one based on the review another one, right? That is possible. That we will see. Right? Interesting thing. Right? So apart from that, in the phase 2, what we have covered this root cause analysis, decomposition tree by using the IML. Then we have used the key influence. Then on page 4, key influences again, and page 5 with the smart narratives. Then positions, and finally, what we have used visualization as a table by question answering NLP. Question answering as a visualization, as a donut chart, and slicers, cards to represent an aggregate value, maybe number of counts, or maybe the sum of the revenue, profit revenue, another one. But it's still, KPIs are left, that how to set a goal that by next year, my company will have 4,000 employees based on the recruitment trend, right? Such type of target we need to set, that we are going to discuss in the next session. DEX part, I can say as a summary, DEX part and another visualization that is not common in regular practice, right? So, and multi-card as well, where we need to represent multi-card values for multi-analysis, right? So, anything else before we close for the day? So, be prepared or
Sir,
no need
how
to forget
this
anything.
all analysis that we have done, how it has to be downloaded or presented, or how
In
we
terms
have
of a dashboard, no. Whenever you are going to present, you need to make a summary. Let's say in case of this, right? I will be developing a all summary in a single sheet that we can directly publish.
Okay.
Or the second option here is there is another option, publish, but it needs Power BI services where we can directly drag. Let's say page 1, let's say page 5, I can directly drag to my dashboard,
Oh.
right? But that is not possible without license, publish part. But I will show you this in the Tableau public, that how to publish by dragging the particular page or particular report. The same way you can do it if the your organization is having the license one. But as a participants or as a learning practice, we hardly we don't force anyone to make a license purchase or maybe something to invest any money in that. But the procedure I will demonstrate, right? So in this way, a lot of things to come in Power BI, right? Interesting thing. And let's say, let me stop sharing and open. My floor is open to all as of now, right? So as of now, today I'm not giving any CP because nothing to submit. But next time I will give another CP, CP6, sorry, CP5, when I will ask you to make a summary of all the analysis in a report format, not a dashboard format, in a report format. That is possible, right? And I will ask you to submit as a screenshot with your name, with your logo of your organization, and so on, so details, right? So this week, you need to focus on your quizzes based on the learnings, based on your understanding. No need to mug up, no need to refer any content. It will be easy questions, but based on your understanding of the concepts and understanding of your practice. Simple thing, but tricky one. It will consume your brain, right? A statement will be tough, but the will be the simple, right? So no CP for this week. Quiz will be there on next week, and in the coming week after that, I will be discussing some more aspects of this Power BI in terms of more analysis that is not common usually we are using, and will summarize all the analysis into one that will make a CP5, right? So in Power BI, only 2 CP that last time I have sent, and this week. When subsequent week, I will be giving next week, right? So anything else before we close for the day?
Sir, what kind of question will be there in the quiz?